Okay guys, I love the original, and this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Let's do this!
You're gonna help us start a war.
With who?
Everyone.
So Sicario Day of the Soldado is the sequel to Sicario, a film that I absolutely loved. It wasn't quite in my top 10 of 2015, but it was damn near close to it. But in Sicario Day of the Soldado, instead of following Emily Blunt, we follow Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro, and in this film, Mexican drug cartels are now transferring terrorists across the border, and in order to escalate tensions even further, Benicio del Toro's character captures a high priority target. Alright guys, so let's get into Sicario Day of the Soldado. So as I mentioned before, I absolutely love the original Sicario. Hell, I'm wearing my Sicario t-shirt. That's how excited I was for this film. I thought that Sicario was such a different than your typical crime thriller, and it was a film that had a lot to say about things. So as you can imagine, when I heard that they were making a sequel that was focusing on Benicio del Toro's character, of course, I got hyped for it. And walking out, I gotta say guys, I liked the sequel quite a bit. Starting off with the acting, Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro are both excellent in this movie. When it comes to Benicio del Toro though, he was honestly one of the main reasons why I was excited to see this film, because his character was such an interesting part of the first Sicario, and I couldn't wait to see how they explored his character. And even though this guy is the type of character that does get the job done no matter how dirty it is, he still has that moral compass, which made him a bit of an anti-hero. And his character, honestly, in this film was even a bigger badass than he was in the first film, I thought. Like, there is a scene in this movie in which he stares down this character, in which I just thought, you don't fuck with Benicio del Toro. You do not screw with that guy. And Josh Brolin in this movie, he was ruthless as all hell in this movie. I mean, oh my god. Now, he still does have that laid-back cowboy attitude, but in this film, oh my god, he gets his hands dirty in this film. And before I go on, can I just say really quick that this has been the summer for Josh Brolin? I mean, Avengers Infinity War, Deadpool 2, and now this. Seriously, this guy's having a good summer. Now, everything that I loved about Sicario Day of the Soldado took place in the first hour. Everything in the first hour of this movie was a 5 out of 5 for me. Starting with the opening scenes, guys, this movie starts off bold and dark, but at the same time, while it is very dark, it correlates with today's events in such a painful but in a well done way as well. Like, I did not expect for this movie to start the way it did. Like, my jaw dropped at the first scenes of this movie. It took me off guard completely. Oh my god, I almost forgot to mention this, but Isabel Moner in this movie, who was also in Transformers The Last Knight, much better in this film. Seriously, she is actually really good in this movie. Now, while Roger Deakins didn't come back to shoot this thing, Darius Wolski, I believe his name is, I'll put his name right here if I mispronounced it, but this man is Ridley Scott's DP, and while he isn't Roger Deakins, he shoots some really good imagery, and he shoots the crap out of the action scenes especially. But when it comes to the action in this film, Stefano Slima, I believe that's the director's name, he shoots some really brutal but really effective action scenes in Sicario 2. I did like Sicario Day of the Soldado quite a bit, but is it as good as the first one? I don't think so. Where the first hour of the film, which I absolutely loved, had such a dark tone, it was very engrossing, and I was locked into that first hour. Right when a plot point kicks in at the second hour of this film, that's where I felt that this film, honestly, became a completely different film entirely. And it's not that I didn't like the second hour of it, it's just that the second hour of the film I feel like lost a lot of what the first hour was going for. Now, one of the main reasons why I love the original Sicario is that film, I feel like, just had such a gut punch and such an impact that honestly, right when I got home from the first Sicario, I could not sleep for that night because that film just made me feel so grimy and dirty afterwards. Not to mention when I felt that the first Sicario was a pretty focused film, this one I feel like had a bit too much going on in it. Like, for example, there's a subplot in this film that does tie into the ending of this film, but this subplot I feel like had the least amount of importance to this movie than anything else going on. And when it comes to that one certain plot point that I mentioned earlier, this plot point honestly took the film from it being a really timely and a very topical crime thriller to it honestly just going into just a typical escort mission type of film, which I'm not gonna lie, I still found to be entertaining, but none of it really just had that gut punch I was looking for. Another thing that I actually found to be pretty surprising for this film is that there were actually a couple of parts that I found kind of predictable. And speaking of the subplot that ties into the ending in general, I wasn't too keen on, and I just thought, oh, so that's where it's going? Overall, while I didn't love this film, and it definitely doesn't have that gut punch like the first film has, Sicario de Soldado was the film I still enjoyed quite a bit as an action thriller. Definitely not as good as the first one, but I do still recommend you guys go see this if you're a fan of the first Sicario like I am. So overall, I'm going to give Sicario de Soldado a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like I mentioned, not nearly as good as the first one, but as a action thriller, it definitely works. Alright guys, so comment down and let me know below. Have you guys seen Sicario de Soldado? What did you guys think? Or are you guys excited for it? Please let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Snapchat, and I'm also on Stardust. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Sicario de Soldado. If so, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe to see more reviews just like this one. If you guys want to see my review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, please click right here. Or if you guys want to see my late reviews roundup video, please click right here. And of course, until my next review, I will see you guys next time.